Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. I've got some updates for you about cruising and about flights in the United States, and so I wanted to bring you up to date. So first of all, I would like to welcome all of our Let's Go family members. Thank you so very much. And also a big welcome to all of you who are new. We are really glad to have you here with us. And so I wanted to bring you up to date on what is going on in cruising right now. Right now it is late at night on Christmas, and I wanted to have this ready so that you could wake up on Sunday morning and have an idea of what is going on with cruising if you're interested in that. And so first of all, as you will recall, and if you've missed any of my videos from earlier this week, you can take a look at them. But this week we have had several ships that have not been able to dock because of COVID cases on board. And so earlier this week we had the Carnival Freedom. She missed Aruba and Bonaire because of cases on board, and the Carnival Freedom has not said how many cases they had. And then we've also had Royal Caribbean's Odyssey of the Sea miss a couple of ports. She missed Aruba and Curacao, I believe, and that one, the last report was 58 cases. And then we also had just big news on December 23rd. The Holland America Koningsdam was turned away from Puerto Vallarta because of cases on board there. And there it was indicated that it was because 21 members of the crew tested positive for COVID, and so the port officials there would not let them, any of the passengers, visit the port, and so she headed back to San Diego, and she is due to dock there Sunday morning. And so that's kind of where we stand. Another ship, the Seven Seas Mariner, I'm not as familiar with that cruise line, but they were supposed to dock in Cartagena, Colombia, and they were also not allowed to get off the ship. And on that one, they said that 6 crew members and 1 passenger tested positive. And so it's really interesting to hear the different number of cases and see what these smaller countries, and I think maybe it'll eventually be big countries, I don't know. But the smaller countries feel like they cannot handle anybody coming with COVID, and so they don't let the cruise ships dock. And so with all of this going on, I took a look at the CDC's color-coded chart that they do, and I'm going to get to talking to you about your flights in just 1 minute. So let me tell you this, but stick with me. And so every week on Wednesday of the week is when all of the cruise lines, I think they report every day their number of cases, but every Wednesday what they report is what is updated on the color-coded charts on Thursdays. And so I wanted to let you know that I have looked through, and it's really interesting. So the Carnival Freedom, which is one of the cruise ships I just told you about, and the Holland America Koningsdam are both yellow. Now remember, the lowest level is green, and then orange means that you have a few cases, but you're not going to be investigated by the CDC. The CDC is just aware. But then when you hit yellow, it either says that the CDC has started an investigation, or else it says that the CDC has completed an investigation and continues to monitor that cruise ship. And that's what they do until the cruise ship goes down to lower number of cases or 0 cases. And so the Carnival Freedom and the Holland America Koningsdam are both yellow, and they both say that the CDC has started an investigation. The Royal Caribbean Odyssey of the Sea says that the CDC has conducted an investigation and continues to monitor them. And then also, if you recall from last week, the Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas, they're the ones that sailed back into Miami, and they had 48 passengers and crew on board who tested positive for COVID. They also are yellow, and it says that the CDC has conducted an investigation and continues to monitor them. And so I thought it would be really helpful for all of you, since this channel is, we really like all the cruise lines, but we focus an awful lot here on Princess because that's our favorite. And so I wanted to just bring you up to date on what it says about the Princess cruise ships. And so first of all, if any of you want to look at this chart on your own, all you have to do is like Google CDC color-coded ship things like with those words in it. I have a link I keep now just handy on my laptop so that I can look at it often. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know. So right now the Caribbean Princess is orange, so the CDC is monitoring that one, and so is the Crown Princess. The Crown Princess is just sailing with crew right now. The Emerald Princess is yellow. The CDC has started an investigation there. And then the Enchanted Princess, the Grand Princess, and the Majestic Princess are all green. And I think that's really hopeful. I think that's great that they're all green. And I think it's important to note that the Grand and the Majestic are sailing on the West Coast out of Los Angeles, but the Enchanted is sailing off out of Florida to the Caribbean. And so I think that, and now with what we've happened with Holland America and the Koningsdam off the coast of, Mexico there with Puerto Vallarta, and then just over a week ago, the Carnival Panorama was not able to go ashore in, the passengers were not allowed to go ashore in Cabo San Lucas. So it's seeming like it's kind of, I don't know if it's evening out, but we're having trouble on both coasts. And so finally, the Regal Princess, the CDC is yellow, and the CDC has started an investigation, and the ship remains under observation. And the Ruby Princess is also yellow, and the CDC has started an investigation there. And then finally, the Sky Princess is green. There are no cases there. And so I want to say that I really do think that, in all honesty, Princess does a really good job of really trying hard to only have honestly vaccinated people on their cruises, both their crew and their passengers. And I really think that they do all that they can and do an excellent job of keeping people safe. I've read a lot of reports, sometimes the reporters will talk to some of the cruise passengers off of different ships, and it sounds like even just this last week, from some of the things that I have read, that both on Carnival and Royal Caribbean, they are a little bit more lax about things than just what I have experienced on the 2 Princess cruises that I have been on. And by lax about things, I mean I think they're more lax about masking. I think they're more lax about hand washing and just some things like that. Now, I will add, I have not been on those other cruise ships, and sometimes people don't always tell the truth, and so I can only take what they say in their reports. But that aside, I really do think that Princess does an outstanding job of keeping people safe, and I also think it's notable that Princess is not allowing unvaccinated children on their ships, and both Royal Caribbean and Carnival do that. And I think that children are wonderful, but just unvaccinated anybody adds a little bit more risk into anything. And so I hope that Princess is able to keep sailing the way that they're sailing and not get turned away at ports, not have outbreaks on their ship. So that's kind of where we stand with that. I wanted to let you know that. And then also, if you have not been keeping an eye on the news through this little Christmas time here, the last few days, initially it started with just a couple of airlines having to cancel some flights because they had too many of their crew members coming down and ending up with COVID, that they were not able to staff all of their flights, and so they've had to cancel some, and now it's becoming a problem all over the world. And so when you are going to cruise, just keep an eye on your flights, or if you're going to fly anywhere really. But I just wanted to give you that heads up. I don't know how long this is going to last, clearly. I don't know if it will straighten out a little bit once the holidays get over, once January comes and everybody goes back to school and work and just not traveling for the holidays. I don't know if that will help or if this is going to last a little bit longer, but I did want to let you know to make sure that you check and make sure that before you head to the airport that your flight is going, and kind of keep an eye. I know that they said that some passengers have been able to be rerouted and get on other flights, but some people just aren't able to go because there are simply not enough capacity to take them. And so really keep an eye on that. Just remind everybody, make sure that you know what you're comfortable with and stick with it. As you know, that we've got the Caribbean Princess cruise scheduled in 3 weeks, and we're just keeping an eye on it right now just to see what happens. And we're keeping an eye on our flights to make sure that it's going and make sure that there are no changes in protocols in places. So far there haven't been, but It sounds like things are changing pretty quickly. And so I will keep my eye on the news and let you know. I know that everybody is dying to know about Hawaii. And the only thing that I have to add about Hawaii is I have been keeping an eye on their news very closely, and their cases are going up very quickly, a lot like they are going up in Florida very quickly. Our oldest son lives in Massachusetts with his family, and their cases are going up so quickly. And unfortunately, Hawaii's, they're not as high as that part of the country, but they are going up rapidly. And so I don't know if that is going to affect their desire to have cruise ships come in or not. But I want you to know I'm keeping an eye on it, and as soon as I see anything, I will let you know. But I really appreciate you sticking with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to subscribe. Would love to have you in our Let's Go family. And I also think it will help you so that you get a notification, if you would like, when we post a video, so that you can stay up to date on everything. And we will be doing our live tomorrow night. That's at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 6 p.m. in California. It's 8 p.m. Central and then 9 p.m. Eastern. So we hope you'll join us. We have a lot of fun. We'll answer any questions, and we'll just talk about cruising and going to different places and just having a lot of fun. So if you can join us, we would love to have you. And if you can't join us, it's okay. Maybe another time, or else you can watch the replay. So if you appreciate this video and this news, will you please give it a thumbs up? That'll help our channel, and I would really appreciate it. So thank you. I will be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.